So, what do you do when you have no hops? Doodah, doodah. Improvise. G'day guys, CZ here. I'm making a beer. Pretty simple. You got to do what you got to do when you're trying to bump up your pipeline. But this time around, I ran out of finances, so I had no hops. But I have a plan. Okay. So, what I've got is a Cooper's European Lager tin, Cooper's Draft. 500 grams of light dry malt extract is in there, with 5 litres of water, slowly bringing that to the boil. I have a brew enhancer too that I'll be adding after, along with the kits. I'll probably only be doing a 10-minute boil, but because I don't have any hops, I thought I'd be try and get creative. So what I did, now I have no idea how much flavour this is going to impart, but basically I got some 8 grams of cardamom pods, which I smashed in a mortar and pestle, and I have 68 grams of orange zest. Okay, the juice of 2 of those oranges. So basically what I'm going to do is probably at the 10-minute mark or even the 5-minute mark, I'm going to chuck this little baby in here. Whoops, some water on that. I'm going to chuck this little baby in here. I'm going to add the zest and the cardamom pods probably at around about 10 or 5 minutes, we'll see. Yeah, and basically just going to throw it all together. But when I do come into some finances later on next week, I'll probably buy some Cascade and Amarillo, and then what I'll do is I will then just either throw them into the fermenter on day 7 of fermentation or whatever, or I will put them into the keg. Alright, cheers. Hey guys, the boil has started, and just going to throw in a wolf lock tablet. I've actually chosen to do 15 minutes, so in it goes. There we go. It's just started. So look at that tablet fly. Yeah, so I'll just check the flame's still on. Yep. Alright, so I'll see you at the 10-minute mark. Doesn't look like it's boiling very much, but that's because there's a little bit of a breeze here and it keeps knocking off the flame a little bit. But it's the 10-minute mark, so I'm putting in the there we go. Putting in the cardamom pods and the zest. Gonna let that go for the remainder of the time, and then when flame out occurs, so after the 10 minutes is up, I'm going to put in the juice, and yeah, show you the rest after. Guys, so we got flame out. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this out. Alright. Bit hot, but she'll be right. Wow, can't believe I actually did that. Clever boy. Alright, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this, drain it off a little bit. Smells amazing. Now I know there are some people out there that don't like to boil their zest because it can bring out a little bit of bitterness, but this beer's not going to be too bitter, so I don't mind that. Now I'm going to pop this straight into the fermenter. Alright, it's all sanitized. Put that on there now. In goes the juice. Give that a stir. Now guys, all I'm going to do is I'm going to add the kits. So you don't need to see me do that. You've seen it a million times either in my videos or other videos. So I'm going to add the Brew Enhancer 2 first. The kits, top it up with some cold water, mix it up, and then I'm just going to fill up the fermenter. And when I do this batch, it'll go from times used yeast from 28 to 29. So when I hit the 30 mark, I'm actually going to start again. I think 30 is a really good round number to stick to for reusing yeast. But I'm actually thinking of experimenting and reusing some liquid yeast this time instead. So like maybe an English ale yeast or something like that. Anyway guys, cheers. May see you at the tasting. I may do a tasting in another video. I guess we'll just see what happens. Cheers guys. G'day guys, how you doing? Just wanted to give you a quick update. I have on day 7 of primary fermentation, I have dry hopped my, probably call it my zesty blonde. I have dry hopped it with 25 grams of Amarillo and 40 grams of Czech Sars. So we'll see you at the tasting. 17 guys, take it easy. Alright guys, it's time for the tasting of my Moroccan Blonde. Alright, you guys can see how clear that is. It's gotten really, really clear. I don't know if it's worth me doing a light underneath it, but I'm sure you can. There we go. Look at the LEDs there. You can see the writing there on the beer glass. Very clear. I'll just bring it up to here for you. So it's cleared really, really, really well. Oh, sorry about that. Anyway, so yes, this is my Moroccan Blonde, and as you guys are aware, I used some cardamom pods, 8 grams, some orange juice, some zest, and yeah, it actually turned out really well. I'm on the second keg now. The first keg, obviously, because it was, even though I gave it plenty of time to like mature a little bit and carbonate, the cardamom was quite strong, and I actually really enjoyed it. The second keg obviously has had longer in the fridge. It's really chilled, and it's mellowed out a little bit more, so you can actually still detect the cardamom, but it's definitely mellowed out. Anyway, let's go for the nose. Nice beery beer sort of hint there. You've got a really nice malt, light malt. You've got you can detect the spicy notes of the Czech Sars and a little bit of the Amarillo, and you can still detect obviously the cardamom, but it's not as strong as it was before. This is a classic blonde, guys. It goes down like a blonde. Anyway, let's just dive in. Yeah, that's nice. The cardamom is still there, but man, if you like cardamom, 7 to 8 grams at 5 minutes or 10 minutes is more than fine. And if you want to intensify the flavour somewhat, just give it a dry roasting. So get a pan, no oil, heat it up, crush the cardamom pods, put them in the pan a little bit until you start to really smell the flagrant aspects of the cardamom, and then you just cool them down and you can put them in as well. Yeah, this is just me wanting to show you guys what you can do when you don't have hops. It's an experiment, man. I love this. I would be happy to do this beer again. I would actually like to, I know it sounds a bit funny, but I would like to do a Pilsner, fermenting it at really low temperatures, and I would like to do a Pilsner style similar to this, and have cardamom, but also have more orange zest and maybe some lemon zest as well, and definitely use the Czech Czech Sars, the CZ Sars, and maybe even just Cascade or something. I think that would be really, really nice. This is a great beer. It's a great beer. Honestly, guys, it really, really is. Look at that. I mean, look, everyone's taste is different. I had a barbecue the other day, and I gave this to my father, who really does not have taste buds like me. Dare I say, his taste buds are a bit bland compared to mine. I mean, he actually enjoyed it, which shocked me, to be perfectly honest. Was quite shocked. But cardamom pods in beer, cardamom seeds and things of that nature is not uncommon in beer, especially certain styles of beers. I know a lot of wheat beers can have cardamom in it. A lot of spiced beers, spiced porters, and some really dark ales and stuff like that. I think even some barley wines and stuff like that can have spices like that in it. So guys, it's just about having your head and just being imaginative, creative, having a little bit of fun. Anyway, this is a really nice beer. It is definitely a blonde. It's got that little hint of spice there. You've got the aromatics from the two hops as well, the Amarillo and the Czech Sars. And pardon me, I believe it balances out really, really, really well. Anyway, guys, 17, and yeah, I hope you're doing well, getting prepared for Christmas and all that kind of stuff. Take it easy, and yeah, we'll see you around. G'day guys, please like, subscribe and share if you like, and yeah, stay easy.